there's a big environmental impact in wasting food. Food waste is the number one component in landfills. It is, one of the biggest causes of greenhouse gas emissions and climate change. 40% of the food supply in the US, that's 62 million tons of food. I can't even visualize that. Food Rescue Hero bridges the disconnect between the up to 40% surplus food that we produce in the United States to the 1 in 5 who are food insecure.
The church has been involved with it for quite a few years now. And
How many people do you feed every day?
Oh my gosh. Whew. How many people do we feed?
One time we fed over 200 people. We try to make sure that everybody gets some.
Every Wednesday.
Oh, got it. Yeah. And we're still, so we're gonna go. The first time that I, saw this statistic that we waste 40% of our food. I started talking to my friends who are in the food business. My friends would say, oh, yes, I hate being the last shift because then I have to put all of this bread in a bag and throw it away. Some of them would say, oh, yeah, but what I do is I take all of the food and then on my way home, there is a church, and I would just drop it off. We work with food retailers, with workplaces, grocery stores, any place where there could be surplus food. We tell drivers where there's food that's available and where it's going. And just like an Uber driver or a DoorDash driver, they see it and they click on it and they'll say they'll take it.
Everything that we pick up today gets delivered today and then gets in the hands of the people in the community. Couple more bags. 631 pounds.
Bravo. Yay! Thank you.
Yesterday we had, I think 73 families that came in and shopped and were able to get food with the help of 412 Food Rescue. So everything's free. We want it to be as close to a grocery store experience as possible. We want people to be able to come in and have the freedom to get what they want and what they need and have us not choose that for them. We find that there's less waste that way.
In the beginning, we would receive large quantities of a single thing. Whether it's cabbage, whether it's pineapple, whether it's bananas. And there was so much of it. All of it needs to be used right away. Our nonprofit distribution partners, and they would say no to it because there's so much. And I remember one point we were, fairly shocked that people were saying no. That's when we thought, well, what if we had a kitchen whose only job is to process these things, to use up food? Greg is really the driver in this kitchen. He is the one that, we saw the inventory downstairs. He looks at it, plans it out.
See if there's anything else we can use.
Or is this the fridge?
Is the cooler.
Yeah, that's the cooler. The fridge is, yeah.
We're running out of room there.
Okay, you wanna?
Yeah, we'll see what happens here.
Oh, it's not so bad.
The fresh goods come in every week from the truck, and I that's what I have to cook with, and so then I cook with them. This is a recipe from a barbecue place I worked at 10 years ago. It was the most popular side that they had there. They just called it cheesy potatoes. We tend to even out around 8 partners. About 800 meals a week we put out.
Everything was shutting down. the nonprofits were also closing down. So they couldn't really receive this food. Our nonprofit partners were telling us, there's so many people in need, they're stuck at home. They have no other way to get food. But one of the most inspiring things to us, we experienced ensuing month so many volunteers suddenly wanting to do something or just wanting to know how they could help.
412 rescue. It says 4, but there's always different ones. You can volunteer as little or as much as you want. I got to volunteer like 3 times in the last week. Hi, Brian. This is Jenna from 412 Rescue. I hit a red light, so I'm pulling up soon, okay? Hi, Brian.
Hi, Jen.
How are you?
Good. It brought
Here's your
back
food.
memories.
Okay.
You take care.
You too.
You're just more aware of it when you see the amount that, we rescue every day, that it's got to change your behavior over time a little bit.
If there's more of us, maybe we can, do something about climate change collectively. One of the things about climate change that is very difficult is that a lot of us can't imagine it. But if you talk about it in terms of my carload of food, and that was headed to the garbage in the landfill, and it was only saved because of you, then you can have an idea that maybe this small thing that I can do can actually make a difference.
Hi, Mary. Yes, I have your dinner with me.
And that, I think, helps people get out of this sense of despair when it comes to climate, because they see their role in terms of making an impact on it.
Is that actually an extra meal today?
Thank you.